Hi, this is Mr. Nazarian. Our lesson objective today: I can solve real-world problems involving various mathematical operations. Thomas has a cooler that is 50 centimeters long, 20 centimeters wide, and 30 centimeters high. He completely fills the cooler with his famous cookie dough ice cream to sell at a farmer's market. He sells the ice cream for 1 cent per cubic centimeter. How much money will Thomas make if he sells all of his ice cream? So, as always, when we're looking at word problems, the very first thing that we need to focus on is on what? Right, the question. The question here is how much money will Thomas make if he sells all of his ice cream? So we know that the answer is going to be in the form of dollar amount, and that it's going to depend on how much ice cream he's selling. If he sells all of it, how much is all of it? So that means we're going to need to figure out the total volume of that cooler because the cooler is filled with his ice cream. So we've been over this many times. We know that the formula for finding the volume of a rectangular prism is length times width times height, which are three dimensions that we are given in this story problem. So I want you to go ahead and solve for the volume of the cooler right now with 50 by 20 by 30. All right, so several different ways you could do this. You could use standard algorithm. I'm going to use just mental math to figure this out. I'm seeing this 50 by 20 by 30. I can just ignore these zeros, just pretend like I'm just multiplying with single digit numbers right now. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 times 3 is 30. But then I know that then I need to come back to reality and know that these factors actually are, each one of them are in the tens place, which means every time that we're multiplying something by 10, we're moving it over one place value to the left, right? So that means I'm going to move it over 1, 2, 3 times. So I've got my 30 right here, and I'm moving it over 1, 2, 3 times. So I have 30,000 cubic centimeters is the total volume in the cooler. And, I could do that other ways and do 50 times 20 is 1,000. 1,000 times 30 is 30,000, right? Either way, and remembering that the information back here, he's selling the ice cream for 1 cent per cubic centimeter. So if I have 30,000 cubic centimeters, it's 1 cent per cubic centimeter. That means I have 30,000 cents, right? But here's the thing. I don't think Thomas wants to walk around town with 30,000 pennies in his pockets. So he's going to go ahead and take that to the bank, and we need to figure out what is this going to be as far as a dollar amount. Something a little bit more reasonable when we talk about money. So how could you turn this 30,000 cents into X amount of dollars? How many dollars is 30,000 cents? Okay. So, keeping in mind that there are 100 cents in a dollar, right? We are going to take this 30,000 cents and divide it by 100. That's going to give us 300. Another way to think about this, just like when you multiply by 10, you move it over to the left one place value, right? Or you multiply by 100, you move it over 2 times. If you divide by 100, we're going to move it over to the right 2 places, right? So we'd move this 3 right here. 1, 2, it'd be in the hundreds place. So we got $300. All right, next one. Here, we're going to do 2 today. Camille is moving her herd of 24 sheep to a new pasture. 1 acre of land is enough room for 4 of her sheep. How many acres of land does Camille need to have enough room for all her sheep? Go ahead and solve for that right now. How many acres do you think she's going to need for all 24 sheep if 1 acre of land is enough for 4 of her sheep? All right, so I'm going to actually use some drawing right here, which remember is a really great way to solve word problems. It helps us visualize and really understand what's happening a lot of times instead of just using just numbers and operations. So here is Camille's 1 acre. And remember, she can fit 4 sheep into that 1 acre. So I'm going to go ahead and, by the way, I've drew 24 or created 24 sheep images here. I'm going to use these 24 sheep to find out how many are going to fit, or how many acres I'm going to need to fit all of them into some land. So I've got this 1 acre, and remember, it can hold 4 sheep. So, but now I have all these other sheep that are still waiting for a home. So I'm going to make another acre here, and I'm going to put 4 sheep in here. Still not enough. Whoops. So I'm going to take another acre, buy another acre of land, and put 4 sheep on there. Still need more land. Going to fill this acre with 4 sheep, and so on. So don't forget that it's perfectly okay, and it's really, really great if you draw kind of images, and especially if you enjoy drawing, great. But the important thing to remember is that it's to understand. If you have stick figures or just circles or dots or whatever, that's perfectly fine too. It's more of a visualization to just understand the concept of what's happening in this problem. So as you can see, I now have all these acres, and each of the acres have 4 sheep in them. I just need to see how many acres do I have. I've got 6 acres. So the answer is that Camille will have to purchase 6 acres for all 24 of her sheep. And then I could also think about this as, well, she's got 24 sheep, and I'm going to use this symbol right now, divided by the 4 sheep per acre is going to give us a total of 6 acres, right? So that's an example of some of the kind of stuff we're going to work on tomorrow, and look forward to working more with you then. All right, see you then. Bye.